Hey, what's going on? It's David, and in my hand, I'm actually holding a folder that I got. This is just one of many, many folders that I got from a seminar that I've attended about a couple months ago. And the seminar was like all about, it was a $2,500 seminar all about sending emails and following up with customers and all that kind of stuff. The reason I bring that up is this. Would you rather, like, for your online business to work, first of all, for it to generate results, what you're going to need is you're going to need to do a bunch of things, okay? And it's no secret. I mean, it's publicly out there what needs to be done in order for an online business to work. You got to build pages, you got to shoot videos, you got to send emails to follow up with clients, you got to have products to promote or create your own products to promote. You got to do webinars, you got to do all kinds of, learn about sales and all that kind of stuff. So let me ask you this. Would you rather go through doing all of that in order to get the types of results that you want, which is ultimately, sales and commissions and all that kind of stuff? Or would you rather have someone do it for you? And what I mean by that is this. The experiment that I started there's about 4 weeks ago, what I decided to do is I said, you know what, I'm just gonna, like, instead of selling courses and all that kind of stuff out there, which is pretty much what everybody out there is trying to do, is everybody's trying to sell you a course and they're saying, hey, buy my course, come hang out for 3 days or something. We'll teach you like 1,000 things and then you can go back home and implement them in your business. Now I realize it's exciting to learn new stuff and things like that, but at the same time, you might be watching this right now saying, listen, David, I want to have an online business, but I don't necessarily have the time to travel for 3 days, and I don't necessarily have the time to learn about shooting videos and all that kind of stuff, nor am I comfortable even being on camera. So is there any hope for me? The answer is yes, there is hope for you. Simply because I just started a recent program where I literally do the work for you. And let me just give you an example of what I'm talking about here. This is the Facebook group that you get to actually come in for free. There's no charge to kind of come in here once you create an account, again, for free. You can create an account just below the video here. There's a link for you to go and check it out. And as you can see here, a member by the name of Sam just posted 11 hours ago that he made another $500 payment, 100% commission, by the way. That went 100% to him. And he says, that's all thanks to the automated system. Thanks, David, for all that you do. So essentially, I created a system where I do the work. So I go to seminars like this one, $2,500 seminar, just about emails. And I learned how to send out emails and things like that. And I followed up with his leads. I send out the emails. I also shoot videos like this one and many other videos. And I send those out also to his leads. And I learned how to put together a webinar. And I put together a webinar. And his leads got to see the webinar. And one of them decided, okay, this is something I want to get involved in. And when the payment came in, it went directly to Sam. And he made a $500 commission. So let me ask you this. Would you rather go out there, attend seminars, go out there and shoot videos and be on camera and build websites and pages and membership sites and all these different things and deal with customer support and all those different things that a business has to do in order to generate a commission? Or would you rather let me do the work? I do the work, and you get to keep the commissions. You get to make the commissions. Whatever commissions come in from the leads that go through the system, they go to you. Would you rather let me handle it, or would you rather start collecting big folders, attending seminars, and doing things like that? Because let's face it, everybody's trying to sell you the manual. Hey, here's my manual on 1,000 steps. Go, give me several $1,000s for it. I'm going to show you the 7 million steps that you need to take in order to get really good at this. And then you can implement it in your business. Good luck. And that's it. That's basically the whole transaction right there. And the only other time that you hear from them is when they have another manual to sell you. So would you rather start collecting more manuals in your business? Or would you rather have someone roll up their sleeves and get to work so you can start making commissions? And by the way, this is not just happening with one person. I mean, look at another person here by the name of Carl. I've never met Carl, by the way. I don't know who he is. I wouldn't be able to recognize him even if we passed each other by on the street. But for him, David does the work, sounded good while he makes the commissions. So he joined the system. That's below the video. There's a link for you just below the video to click on. And what happened was the system generated an automated sell for him for $197. Now, was that really an automated sell? Well, for him it was, because for him, once he got plugged into the system, that's it. I take over from there. I do the follow-up. I make sure the viewer watches the webinar. I make sure that everything is kind of running like clockwork. And basically, I do the work. I'm the one doing all the follow-ups and everything that needs to be done in order for him to make the commission. And he did. Let's look at another one. Here's a member by the name of Ontarian. He said he got $1,000, quick $1,000 within 48 hours of plugging into the system. That's powerful. Think about that. Within 48 hours, $1,000. Here's me. This system, by the way, also generates cash payments. So it's not like you need, if you're worried like, oh, well, David, how do I get payments? Like, how do I actually collect the payments? Well, you don't have, do you have an address? Like, do you have a physical address we can send, somebody can send you money? That's all you need. You know, do you have a PO box? Do you have a, I don't know, some place where people can send you money? Like if once the sign up happens, you basically get the money there. Here's another one 4 hours ago by a member by the name of Jerome. I've never met Jerome in person. Like we never were in the same room or same seminar or same anything together. But he got plugged into the system. And check this out. He says another $500. Another $500, which means he made more payments before that. So, and then he says, you demand, David. So, and as you can see right here, I'm basically saying, thanks for sharing your results. So he got plugged into the system. I did the work. I made sure that the traffic watches the webinar and does everything that needs to be done. I followed up. I shared my results and all that kind of stuff. And he got to make a $500 commission because of that. So isn't that, so again, you want to think, okay, David is now telling me, listen, I could either go and do the work do the work yourself, because the work needs to be done either way. There's no getting around that part. Okay, somebody needs to do it. The question is not if you should do it or shouldn't you do it. Like somebody needs to do it anyway. So the question is, who's going to do it? Are you going to do it? Are you going to start attending seminars? Are you going to start going and sitting in a room for 3 days and paying, several $1,000s to do that? Or would you rather give it to someone else, like let me handle it? And I don't, by the way, even charge for my services. Like you can get plugged into the system. The system itself doesn't cost any money to register, to create an account. You can create an account and basically check it out and stuff. And that's just below this video. There's a button for you there that you can click on. If you're watching this on my webpage, if you're watching this maybe on somewhere else like YouTube or something like that, then what you want to do is check the link in the description. There's going to be a link for you to click. It's going to open up a page where you enter your email and stuff. And eventually you'll get to a webinar page where I need you to do one thing for me. If you want me to do the work for you while you get to make all the commissions, you need to do one thing for me, which is get to that page. And there's a webinar that I've prepared for you. And I want you to watch it because there's 3 things I'm going to be sharing with you on that webinar. First one is, how does this work? How is it? What programs are we promoting? How does the whole thing work and what's involved and everything else? And you basically get to learn about that. Second thing is I show you how to get set up, because after you watch how does it work, you're probably going to wonder, okay, this sounds good. Now, how do I get started? Like, what do I need to do? So that's what I covered. The second thing on the webinar, I show you exactly right on the webinar, exactly how to get started. And it takes like less than 10 minutes to do. So it doesn't take long. That's if you're taking your time. If you're really kind of snappy about it, it's going to take you maybe a few minutes to get signed up. And the third thing I show you is the third thing you're probably going to have a question. I was like, okay, so I like what I see. My system is set up. Now, how do I kickstart it? How do I get things moving? And that's the third thing that I cover on the webinar, exactly where to get all the traffic you'd ever need. That's why I want you to watch the webinar, because, if you watch that, all of your questions will be answered and you'll know exactly how this works. So the only thing that's left for you to do right now in this video is figure out, okay, do I want to do the work myself? Which if you do, you're going to start collecting a bunch of these guys with great info, I might add. This has been one of the best seminars I've ever been to. But here's the thing. You might also want to attend seminars and gain skill and do all of that, but you might be busy. I have multiple people all the time telling me, listen, I would love to attend seminars. I would love to buy more courses and things like that. But there's just not enough time in the day, man. Like I got a big family. I volunteer in my community. I got my job that's taking up, a lot of my time and all these different things that are happening. So I want to get started, but all these things that are in the background are preventing me from really putting 100% into it. So what I would recommend you do is, number one, either figure out how to, go and do those things if that's your thing, or just let me do it. Let me do it on your behalf. Let me do the work so you can make the commissions. And you keep all the commissions, by the way, all of them. And to prove to you that this is, again, not just working for one person. I mean, it's one thing if it was only working for me and you'd be like, yeah, okay, so I get it. Obviously if it's working for you, you know what you're doing, blah, 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 blah. And that's, by the way, that's one thing you gotta really kind of watch out for with whatever programs you get involved in. Is it only the one person that's getting all the results? Because if it is, then they're probably doing something special that might not have access to. But how do you explain, Jerome getting results? And John is another one. Look, 4 hours ago, and I've never met John, by the way. We've never been in the same room together. I've never met him in a seminar or anything like that. And he said, look, I just woke up. I woke up to 2 commissions. A good way to start the day. Thanks, David Equal, you the man. He woke up to commissions. Like, you ever heard about the phrase, make commissions while you sleep? How's that possible? Have you ever stopped to think, like, that just sounds like some hyped up sentence? Well, is it? Is it? So it is if you are just kind of throwing it out there. But if you think about it logically, he was sleeping. I'm over here doing the work, following up, shooting videos, building web pages, doing all the things that need to be done. And I did that to make sure that his leads get followed up with and all that kind of stuff. And he woke up to commissions. That's how it works. That's exactly what's going on here. Okay, it's not like those commissions just showed up from nowhere. There has to be a process for it to obviously, happen. So here's another one from Scott. And Scott has been absolutely killing it with this system. He's been, ever since he started using it, he's just been commissions like clockwork. Like, check this out. He says 16 hours ago, just 16 hours, not even 24 hours ago. 16 hours ago, he says, hey, David, thank you. Two more 2K bombs just dropped in. So that's $2,000 commissions 2 times. That's $4,000. And he says, you did the work again. I haven't really touched my computer in 2 days. Let me read this again, okay? This is important. I really want you to open your ears here. 2 more 2K bombs came in, which is $2,000 commissions. That's $4,000 if you do the math. You did the work again, which is me. I did the work. I'm the one that's, again, doing all the follow-up, the webinars, everything that the business needs. And then he says, I haven't really touched the computer in 2 days. So how's that possible? How do you not touch the computer and $4,000 comes into over 2 days? And that's not, by the way, all the commissions. Check this out. Oh yeah, and another $748.50 commission as well. So do the math. That's 4,700. Let me get a calculator here. Can I get a calculator? Let's do some math. That's $4,748.50 in 2 days. So if you divide that by 2, that means that he was averaging, on average, $2,374.25 per day while he didn't even touch the computer. So you're probably like wondering right now, it's like, David, how is that possible? Tell me, how do we do this? Well, it's very simple. There's no magic to it. You just let someone else do the work for you. That's how you do it. You let someone experience that knows what they're doing. And when I say knows what they're doing, it's not like I'm making up these numbers. Check out my own numbers. Let me show you my own stuff. So this is actually the last 7 days. The last 7 days I've done 12,610. Yes, I drink my own Kool-Aid and I use my own system as well. And if we just look at today as an example, if we just look at today, before I hit go, check this out, an average of $1,800 a day. So as you can see, it's not just one person making all the commissions. In fact, there's members that are using the system that end up making even more than what I make every day. So it's totally, there is no anybody has any advantage over you here. You can get whatever kind of results you want to get with this. It all depends on kind of you and what you do with the system that you get access to. Let me just click refresh here again. Here we go. So just today, 12:69, and it's like noontime right now. 12:69 today, and the day's not even over yet. Okay, so now to wrap this video up, here's what I want to do for you. If you're in a position right now where you're really at a crossroads at this point, because you may have been online for several months, several years, and you're like, man, I'm having a hard time like getting even one sign up to my business, not to talk about thousands of dollars a day and stuff like that. So you have two choices. One is you either do the work yourself. No way around it. Somebody has to do it, right? So choice number one is do it yourself. Just go start attending seminars. Great info on this seminar. Great info I don't think I've ever bought a course that I didn't gain some knowledge from. And they're all great courses. They cost me thousands of dollars, and I've paid tens of thousands of dollars for different educational programs and stuff, and they've all been very beneficial. But at the same time, they take some time to implement. They take some time to do. So you got to ask yourself the question: look, do I want to go that route? Do I want to start building web pages? Do I want to start shooting videos? Do I want to start sending out emails? Do I want to start maintaining autoresponders and figuring out delivery rates and figuring out, okay, what's the conversion rate on this landing page and that landing page, and split this and split that? Do you want to do those things? Because if you do, excellent. You should totally do them. This, though, is not for you, because what this system is the exact opposite. It's you plugging into something that already works. I do the work on your behalf, and whatever commissions come in, you get to keep whatever commissions come in. That's what this is. So ask yourself the question: do you want to go about it on your own, or do you want to plug into something that already works? And by the way, again, I'm not charging for my services. For you to create an account, check it out, have me do all the follow-ups and everything for you, there's no charge for that. So pick one. You either do it yourself or let me do it for you. With that being said, that's it for this video. I'll see you on the next one. One final thing that I want to mention is this. I often host live Q&A calls, because I'm sure that right now you're looking at this and you're saying, okay, that's great, but I have a question about this or that or the next thing. So I do, instead of you kind of wondering about those questions for the next few months, what I want to do is I want to invite you to one of those calls. And to do that, I need to be able to reach you. So what I want you to do, if you're watching this on YouTube specifically, scroll down below. There's a subscribe button that you're going to be able to see, and right next to it there's like a bell. Make sure to hit the subscribe and check on the bell to notify you whenever I post something, because I send out the invitations through the channel and stuff, and also through my email list. So make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, so this way you can be notified when I do those calls. I don't charge anything for the calls. It's free to attend. So if you have any kind of question about making money online, that type of thing, come to the call. I want to interact with you live. Ask me the question live, and I'll just give you the answer. Okay, whatever answer you want to get. Okay, so that's it for this video. I have a bunch of things I got to do today, so I'm going to wrap this up and go run and do those things. So we'll see you on the next video. Make sure to hit the subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Click the button below to get started and at least check the system out, okay? Because there's, in my opinion, right now is a really pivotal time. that there's never been a better time to start and grow a home-based business. And if you play your cards right and you align with the right people, because the most expensive thing you could do, in my opinion, is lose time. And by that I mean you go and you join some program, and then 6 months later nothing has happened. You haven't advanced your business, you haven't made commissions, nothing has been going on, or you learned the wrong thing or something like that. So make sure to do your research and join a business that you see at least other people making commissions in, so you're not the first person. And second thing, to align yourself with the people who are already getting the kind of results you want to get, because otherwise you're kind of wasting your time. Or not. Again, depends on how you look at it. So that's it. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.